2. Abandonment of self. Expectations are not a good recipe for trust and intimacy. Thinking I did not matter offered me no choices. Abandonment of self. Expectations can kill a joyful situation, especially expectations that are not voiced. My specialty. My child self wanted full acceptance and expected my partner to fulfill my dreams, read my mind, and be everything to me. But I did not know that I had to give voice to my wants and needs. I assumed my spouse, my family, and anyone around me would automatically know what I was thinking. Expectations without voice are not a good recipe for intimacy, trust, and relationship building. Everywhere I turned, I created relationships and evidence which confirmed that I didn't matter. I went into marriage with the understanding that I would be the sacrificial lamb and would die for the good of the whole. I believed that's what happens in relationship. On one hand, loving the life I chose, being with my children, and participating in community. On the other, suffocating myself by not speaking up and not creating partnership with my husband. I didn't know I could have both, that I could be in a nurturing relationship and maintain my individuality. Having a mindset that I didn't matter and not understanding that men may want to provide the best for their mate, I took my husband's approach to choosing what he thought was best for me as more evidence of annihilation of myself, not the gift he was trying to offer. And no matter who I am with, how I interact with others is really up to me. It is my responsibility to honor agreements, recognize my power, and choose how I participate. I don't need to blame everyone else. Abandonment of self. First Christmas coat. Desiring dignity, adulthood distinguished by deep gray wool coat, full length, to show the world I am grown up, a woman now. Instead, his choice, efficient, all-purpose, multi-weather, metallic space jacket, silver sheen, without style, ribbed belt, wide and ugly, like our marriage. Sublet to myself. My wounds are not so great if yours are greater. My love is not so necessary if yours loves better. My thoughts are not so important if yours are always verbalized. The space that requires me defining who you are is not available. Sublet to myself. That's one of my favorites. Abandonment of self. It starts with abandonment. It ends with divorce. Or perhaps it starts with self-discovery and ends with love. I remember drowning in a sea of oppression. I remember hopelessness. I seek to forget the way I knew before how to survive. Abandonment of myself, a disaster for reaching. To excel was to die. To stand alone was to judge all others for their lack of self. To voice my needs was to expose my weakness, vulnerability, humanity. To renege on the vow would condemn all others, as the paradigm of together was their only hope of salvation.